Did you just have to land into that, or did they do the thing where they pulled you? Oops. I just spilled a drink there.
Yeah, cheers for that. I think a combination of both. I think I was on the end of a rope for one of it, and then...
Oh, right.
Guinevere,
Sire,
I think could have killed you.
and it's still mine!
Here comes the shot.
We had a...
Sorry, sire.
Well, hey.
that we had a crew showing, and the crew were really candid about their... you know, they were just silent.
Yeah.
You know, because presumably they're all watching their own work and whatnot. And it was that moment with the sort of adult humour of what's that guy? I don't know. Anyway, it reminded them of somebody. The crew all being older and, you know, taking to slightly different references to the BFI crowd.
And here's the beginnings of the Arthur-Gwen relationship.
Get the violins out.
Yeah. That's very well played, this scene, because it's just, you're just getting the hint of it without it, you know, being so in your face, and that's what's good about how then it leads on to episode 2, which again is not in your face, and all those scenes were handled really well, I think. That's a great show as well.
And I remember at this point thinking, wow, Camelot is actually in quite a lot of danger, which is obviously the desired effect.
It's nothing.
But again, it's elements like the CGI. It's like Tony's like sort of performance in terms of his you know, his helplessness almost. That kind of
I'm sealing the citadel.
You can't.
bring that together.
I have no choice. I have to protect the
Yeah, you can really see, especially in this scene, that you can see he's quite irrational, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
Trapped on the drawbridge. I'm not leaving them to die. It's suicide. It's my duty to Camelot and to myself.
Guys. What are you doing here? I have to help Arthur. And then Sigan's power is far.
One of the things about doing scenes with Richard and Anthony, I notice, is when you're actually doing them at the time, you kind of think, wow, they've really, I don't know, they've just not underplayed it, but as though they've just been very sort of steady, and then you watch it back and there's so much more there on the screen. It's bizarre, and it's kind of, I assume, something that, you know, experience helps us, but also talent, because obviously they're both incredibly talented. So
Creature of magic, just as he is. I hope that he could help.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you don't see, I don't know, the work as such going on.
No.
Sometimes, you know, or it can seem sometimes over the top, and then whenever you see it on the screen, it's not over the top at all. It's
exactly.
just like it's.
This is to my left, on my right shoulder, on the left hand side, is Luke Neal, who plays Sir Geraint, and in a minute we get chased. We sort of we get chased away. He's going to love me for telling this story. We get chased back into the castle, and he has to shout, "Retreat, retreat!" back to his men, and he did it. And they all run off, and they have to jump over this little wall. And then he was the last one, and he ran right. And he was like, you know, being really, like, sort of panicky, and he ran up to the wall, and dush, his shin went straight into it, and he fell over it.
Oh man!
And then he kept going. He scrambled up, scrambled up to his feet. I think some of the French extras wanted to like help him out. They were like, "Oh, poor guy," but they left him there, and then they closed the door behind him. So he was just left out in the open.
The gargoyle strips down, takes it away.
Yeah, for that one take. He'll love the fact that I've brought that up. It's a beautiful moment.
At least Sigan knows where his
The dragon looks a lot better
Yeah.
this series as well.
you do not.
So you will let Camelot.
I think it's, you know, in the first series you're creating the look, you're creating it for the first time and under a lot of pressure time-wise, and this
Yeah.
time they've already had it, and they've really honed it in, haven't they?
Yeah,
It's great.
it's not as gold as well, which I like.
Please. I have to
I
try.
like that shot.
Yeah.
Very well. But you must give me something in
The yours and Arthur's path.
Oh, I need a can. When Bradley does John Hurt's voice inside a can, it really sounds like him.
If I release you, what will you do?
That is not your concern.
I don't trust you.
Nevertheless, you must promise, or Camelot will fall.
I promise.
That. Nice. I like it.
What?
I'll do it. Oh, what have I just agreed to? Oh, I've got to do it anyway. Oh.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the audience kind of went, ooh,
Yeah.
like that at this point. And I can, well, see why. Although, we were joking around afterwards, wondering what the dragon's breath would be like, because I don't think he's probably on top of his dental hygiene, if we're being honest. He lives underneath a castle in a cave.
Yeah.
You know, toothpaste is in short supply.
Yeah.
And one day,
You could give the old boar a run for its money.
The garlic boar.
The garlic boar.
That's the noise that the boar makes in its social time. Anyway, see that I'm just sat here being impressed by the CGI.
It is great. And it's the fact that we didn't know what they want to look like, you know, because we've seen the gargoyles around the castle, and obviously they're stone. I was expecting them to be, but they're not. They're like some kind of black leather type things. It's great.
I remember seeing all the dead bodies on the bridge and being quite shocked by it, because it's kind of. I think the show is better when it goes more towards a darker direction.
Yeah.
Here's the wall. Oh no, they didn't show the jump. They've cut. Oh, that's a shame.
Where is he? You can't lead him.
You were saved, Luke, by the edit.
Go out there, sire. If you open that door, you will die. We will all die. No!
Again, oh man, Tony's so good in this set. I mean, he's good normally, but like he's really sort of giving you the idea of what can we do. You know, this is a helpless situation, and he's trying to hold on to it.
And a king type role, you're not supposed to see him break.
Yeah, which is what you
see him
and
do.
he's showing that. You sort of see him kind of try and hold it together, just not quite doing it.
And it shows the strength of the relationship, you know, with you. You know, it's you being out there. It's great.
And a powerful one.
I won't let you hurt
This was all filmed during the day.
And you're going to stop.
Yeah, the old day for night trick, which I think works until you get somebody squinting.
Stop you.
Yeah.
Which Mackenzie kind of
He does not deserve your loyalty. He treats you
not
like a
because it's
slave.
his fault. It's just the sun's in his eyes, and there's not what you can do about that.
He cast you aside without a moment's
So he's
thought.
kind of squinting, and his head's shining. Anyway, ignore that. It's night time. It's night
Yeah.
time.
And he's evil.
It's foggy. It's night time. He's evil. That's Merlin. Say what you see. His hair's slicker and straighter now because he's evil, and evil people have very slick, straight hair, as we all know.
They don't walk.
Well, that looks. It looks as though he's done wonders with that bonnet.
To have the world appreciate your greatness. To
It's a
have
bit of a
the world
70s
know
co-op,
you
isn't it?
for what you are.
I can never be.
It can, if you join me. Together we can rule over this
I
land.
quite like the way Mackenzie kind of
Tremble at your
isn't kind of
voice.
being evil as such here. He's not sort of generically going, join me, man, ha ha ha. He's sort of...
Like, he can see his point. You know,
yeah,
you're gonna
exactly. He's saying, listen,
I want that.
Until that point. Like, no.
no, you want... My mate Arthur,
Yeah.
back off.
Yeah.
So be it.
Yeah. Check yourself.
You will
Smooth.